Hey, your friendly neighborhood Collins comics column here, and I just saw Captain America Civil War. This video is going to be about Captain America Civil War, and it's going to have spoilers in it, primarily because my editor told me he'd see it with me and then bailed last night, so he hasn't seen it yet, and sucks for you. It is primarily a Captain America movie. It's like Captain America and also all of his friends are there, except for the Hulk and Thor. But it's Captain America and most of his friends are there. And I thought it did a great job of kind of creating something with so many different characters. Like, it's definitely no Batman versus Superman. The heart of the movie is that they're not fighting because they think the other one's evil. They're fighting because the other one is in the way of what they think they have to do in order to be right. Tony feels really guilty about all of this collateral damage, and for him, by signing these accords, it is a way to kind of hold someone responsible for the collateral damage that's caused when the Avengers go into battle. For Steve, he's worried about that accountability. He's worried that it might prevent them from helping people who need help, or it might force their hand in a situation where they don't want to get involved, which I feel like Steve could have just signed and then still done whatever he wanted to, and just sort of avoided this conflict with Iron Man. And so I'm actually a little bit on Iron Man's side there. He's like, hey, this will make people feel better, and it'll hopefully provide some accountability to avoid some collateral damage. And that's something that you would think Steve would totally be behind. He says, I don't know, it just feels bad, but I can't do something that I don't feel is right. And that's at least admirable. I wanted to be on, I guess, Team Captain America, but they don't really explain the Sokovia Accords, which is kind of this driving plot point for Civil War. The probably best part of the movie is the Black Panther, T'Challa. He is super gung-ho about killing Bucky because he thinks Bucky killed his dad. We all know that Bucky's a good guy in this movie because we've seen it. After that was the battle at the airport where it was just Captain America's side versus Iron Man's side. It's not just us versus them. It's a bunch of superpowered people trying to resolve their differences, but in a very high tension scenario. The thing is, the entire time they're fighting, they're like, why can't we just be friends? Because you don't want to be friends, but I do want to be friends. And I think that's kind of the heart of the movie. I mean, even after the movie is over, I turned to my friend and said, okay, so who's an Avenger now? And that's, I think, kind of what the Avengers is it's not the Justice League where everyone is on the same side, on the same team. The Avengers is kind of these people who don't make a great team, and they're sort of squished together in order to save the world. And I think that bodes well for whatever continues in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Alright, that's it. Colin's Comics Column. Colin's Comics Column.